Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 36. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
The Giants understandably want to bring Barkley back slowly from a torn ACL last season, especially after their star also picked up an early season ankle injury. In the end, the production was just under 600 yards for him in 2021. But the silver lining, it should be full speed ahead from the very first snap this season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Left side, he's got Robinson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson flush to his right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's got room at the 30. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Oh, look at the juke. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. James now to return it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Jones throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let it pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Up the middle with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly. And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? 22 yards there, a first down. First down earned by Wan'Dale Robinson and the New York Giants. We're very excited to bring him in from the University of Kentucky. A weapon as a receiver, he turns into a running back after the catch, and it's no surprise he played both positions in Nebraska and Kentucky. Big-time production in college, third among all college players last season with 104 catches. He picks up another catch there for the New York Giants. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there. Barkley, inside handoff. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Isaiah Hodgins. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gano the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. getting the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
They'll go again with Dobbins to about the 33-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's complete to Drake. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
They'll run with a late signing in camp. This is Kenyon Drake.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, that's complete left side to Shepard. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This was a very close one.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it.